y'all, it's your girl Kayla J, and I'm back again with another episode.
Love me like you do, the things you do, girl. It's the way that you move, it's the way that we groove. You're my honeymoon.
Season 2, okay? And I have a special guest with me, Jah. Introduce herself to the people. Imagine there's like an applause right now. Ooh. All right. So Jah is a, can I call you a TikTok comedian?
I'm a content creator.
No, she's funny as fuck. She does tattoos. She's an artist.
Yes.
All that good stuff. Anything else you want the people to know?
Act, everything. I do it all.
All right. And when you see her in some movies, just know, is this your first YouTube video ever? On any? Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it, y'all. So, you want to tell them about yourself, where you from, all that good stuff, or you want to keep it secretive? Okay. So you ain't gotta. Okay. But you're gay, right?
I am.
Okay. So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about a whole lot of lesbian shit today. All right. And it's Pride Month, and it's also her birthday. Happy birthday!
But for any of y'all that want to know, anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all though. I'm from the Gump 334, Montgomery, Alabama.
Her.
So, her.
Okay, so when did you realize that you like girls?
Man, I was about like 4 years old. I already knew.
How did you know?
Like, that was my first kiss with a girl. So I knew then. You know, I didn't know at the time. You know, like,
You was kissing at 4 years old?
I sure was.
It was fast.
If you family turn us on.
I think for me, I realized late in the game, like, I was like 17, in college already. And I think for a while I was in denials, but you always knew. Damn. So was that easier growing up, probably?
No, I mean, not really, because I had a religious background, Southern Baptist. So it was just like, you gotta hide it for the most part. But growing up, it's like you didn't understand it at 4 years old.
Right.
But like once I got older, got in college, got to actually experiment for myself, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But the transition into it was easier once I accepted myself. You know.
So at what age did that happen?
I can say I started doing it in high school, but like my family didn't know, like my close family, but like my mom, parents, stuff like that, they didn't know.
So you knew as a young kid, like inside. So how did that translate, like, to how you would act, or like nobody knew?
No, like in high school, like my cousins and everything.
Okay.
They knew. You know, everybody that I hung around, school, I was out to the public, on social media, you out. But to your family, you're not, because it's like, I don't follow them, and I didn't want to, because I knew how it felt about, you know, the LGBT community.
Have they accepted you now?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good that your family is open to your life, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say open to my life, but
It's like
I don't
they
talk
love
to
you.
them about it. Yeah, they still love you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with dressing like this, like dressing masculine, being mass presenting, it's like people automatically gonna associate you with being gay, and that's definitely what they looking at. You know,
Right.
gay, and everybody else seeing it, and that made me look bad.
Were you ever like feminine? Did you dress feminine?
Yeah.
It was always.
Well, growing up, I was always, you know, raised up to dress that way. But once you start to be able to pick out your own stuff, that's
when she knew.
The baby stud phase. Let me say, when I wanted to start wearing cargo shorts. That was about it. That was about it.
Cargo shorts. That was it. For you.
She wouldn't let me get any. And I was like, man, I want some cargo shorts. But yeah, I finally got them. And then, you know, playing basketball, she looked at that as the reason why too. But
I feel like, why do people always have to have a reason why someone turned gay or is gay? I hate that. Or like people, especially men, they'll be like, so what makes you gay? Like what happened to you? And it's like, why does being gay, bi, whatever, trans, whatever, why does it have to be associated with trauma or like something happening to you, you know? And it's like, well, why are you straight? Anywho, so I feel like in the gay community or in the lesbian community, because I don't know what the gay boys do, but it's like all of these unspoken rules or like gender roles that you have to conform to, especially for masculine presenting women, you know? And a lot of us follow these like hetero norm gender roles, and it's a lot. Where do you fit into that, and how do you feel about that?
how I feel about it is, from experience, you have certain women that have a mentality of, like, film-wise, when, like, me experiencing films, some of them have the mentality of placing heterosexual norms on a lesbian relationship.
I hate that. I hate that for y'all.
How does that work?
I don't know. It don't work.
Like,
Well, I mean, it may not work for you or me, but like, it does. I mean, that's how a lot of lesbians think.
yeah, it is. And that's how we, you know, been programmed to think and stuff like that, because we look at the masculine energy and the feminine energy. But a lot of times they don't know that the mass presenting person is probably the most feminine out of the two of them.
But that's what it is. Mask presenting.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just how I present myself.
Then we bring out stud. That's when the rule book come out. Because see, mass presenting we get away with a lot of things by saying mass presenting, but when you start to say stud, it's like,
right. Then there's so many rules to be a stud.
so the book come out. The Bible come
the
out.
whole rule book. So before we get into that, what is the definition of a stud, femme, dyke, stem, whatever, to you? Because I know I got a lot of straight followers, and they're probably like, what the hell is all of that? So you want to explain, or you want me to explain?
Okay, I'll explain. Okay, stud is basically mass presenting black women.
Oh yeah, because white people can't be studs.
Yeah, they don't, because it started, the word stud came from black, from the black LGBT culture.
So what do white mask?
Butch. Butch.
That's such an ugly name. Okay.
That's why they just stick with just mass presenting. Or I'll call, you know, some Hispanic studs too.
Okay.
If they, you know, like Dominican and those ones.
The brown
our
ones.
cousins.
So there's stuff, but no, I feel like, okay, let's organize it from like most masculine to feminine. I feel like the most masculine ones are like dykes. Then you got stud.
Yeah.
Then you got stem. Then
you got them you also have no labels. So what do they fit on the spectrum?
you got femmes, then there's no labels, then there's mask presenting, then there's femme presenting, but they be so many other like layers to it, you know?
Get it is. You want to get away from the labels and stuff. Gender is fluid.
And so is sexuality.
We may both be lesbians, but at the end of the day, she's a different woman than I am, you know? We different. We diverse. Gender is diverse, it's fluid. Not gonna have the same. You know? Sex and gender are different.
What she said. So back to this rule book.
Okay.
What are some rules that you feel like you have, or like the community has kind of held you up to, or that you like or don't like? Yeah, what have you come across?
I've come across people that don't like studs that act feminine. There's studs that twerk. They don't like that.
Do you twerk?
I don't necessarily twerk. If I do it, I'm joking, cause I'm goofy like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't do it. You know, I catch one, but you know, I ain't gonna do it for real.
Mm-hmm. I like studs that twerk.
I don't really be twerking like that.
I mean, I like seeing it.
I like seeing it too, but it's just, you know.
I be like,
Now we all women. We turn it up. Like enjoy the femininity in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy that spirit.
Exactly, and that's what pisses me off about this damn rule book, because it's like, we're women. You can't let a woman be feminine, and that's the thing. There's so many mixtures of there's a balance of both energies in everybody. I feel like there's no, well, it's a spectrum, but I feel like 90% of people have a mixture of masculine and feminine energy, whether you want to tap into it or not. But anywho, go ahead, finish. Some more rules. I was gonna get into it.
Alright, so another rule will be like, what's the other rules? Okay, like when it comes to, you know, doing do. What can a stud receive versus, you know, what can she also give? That is the question.
Do you care to elaborate?
We have touch me not studs. Those are the ones that don't want you to touch them. They don't want you to touch this. They don't want you to touch none of this. They don't receive anything. They
don't even take their clothes off sometimes.
You see what I'm saying? It's different if not taking your clothes off is a kink, because sometimes that could be. You know what I'm saying? But if it's all the time, then it's like, okay. Then yeah. You got
like if you just never take it off. Like especially like, could you imagine in a relationship, you dating somebody for years and never time it off? Every time. That sounded personal, but that was not
take
personal.
some clothes off. Look, if I have my stuff on, and I'm not taking it off yet, and you want me to take it off, feel free to take it off. Or tell me. Communicate. That's the thing too that I want to say too is about, this is just for anybody, hetero, homo, whatever. When it comes to sex is a communication. It's another communication skill that you need to have.
Yeah. And
when you doing something with somebody, and you always gotta stay romantic. You should be able to laugh with them in that moment. You should be able to, you know, feel awkward in that moment with them, you know, and be comfortable. You know, to have actually good, you know,
you can say it. You don't have to.
Sex. Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure because it's YouTube.
Wait, can I feel like I be saying sex.
It's YouTube.
I mean, just don't.
Your audience 18 plus.
Yeah.
But people like sex anyway, so we gonna talk about it because I like it. But it's
to it.
Yeah, getting into it. So it's just like communicate with them. Like I feel that when people have a bad experience with somebody, or like it's just they like, oh, it wasn't none. Like she didn't do what she's supposed to do. Because some films actually don't have a lot of experience because they've been with like touch and not studs, and that's another thing I came across.
Yeah,
I find out and they be like, I ain't never done that, and it's like, man, I ain't even feel like teaching, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. Communicate that with your partner if you don't feel comfortable, because then you supposed to be learning what they like with their body, because that person is different from the last person you might have been with. They might not like the same thing that you like. This person may like it, you know, on a rough spectrum, and this person may like more gentle. So it's about communication when it comes to that.
Period. Yeah.
And just same with being a touch me not and being a stud that that receives, because then you got studs that just like they'll only receive head, but they won't receive penetration. How you feel about that?
Started. Do not
How you feel about
started. When it comes to studs, stems, whatever, masculine presenting women, I love y'all. I really do, but y'all piss me off with this shit. All these damn touch me nots, and then it's like they got so many rules and boundaries, which is okay. I respect the boundaries, you know, but I feel like all the women I've come across, except for one, it's like some women, they're okay with only getting head but no penetration, or if you penetrate them, you could do it, but only with certain things. I don't want to get too, or like only with your hands, nothing else, or vice versa, or like you could do it but only while giving them head, and it's like it really gets down to the specific details, which is fine. You know, if you're dealing with one person, it's your job to learn their body, but it do be pissing me off when, like you said, like communication is key. You have to communicate all of these boundaries and lists, rules, whatever, before you become sexually active with another girl, because you can't have them feeling like, I don't know, like they just doing whatever they want. They're exploring your body, and then they do something that you don't like, or that you're not into because you didn't tell them. And then it's like now they feel weird, or like I've been in plenty of situations like that where it's like I felt weird or uncomfortable because they would tell me after the fact, like, yeah, I don't like that, and it's like, why didn't you tell me earlier? See, now I feel weird, you know?
Yeah.
And then like how you said, it's a lot of femmes that what'd you say earlier, that don't have experience with, is it just like giving?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm realizing that a lot of femmes are like that, like they don't know how to give or whatever. I come across a lot of masculine presenting women who are used to dealing with women like that, and then it's like when I come into the picture, I feel like sometimes maybe I come off as like too, I'm telling all my business, oh my gosh. I feel like I'll come across as like doing too much or like too involved, but I feel like sex is a give and take. You ain't supposed to just lay there and just receive the whole time. What do you think?
You shouldn't, but it just depends on what you value more. Like, I value to give more than to receive, so if I don't receive, I'm not tripping.
I'd rather give than just receive, because I feel like a lot of masculine presenting women are used to that, so then I come across them and then they're used to just being the one that just gives and doesn't receive anything in return.
But that's the same too throughout the relationship as well, with that rule of the stud being the one to provide, and that's adding that heterosexual norm back into the relationship. Studs deserve their flowers. They deserve, you know, the good feminine things in life, because we are feminine. Some of us, a lot of us are actually. It be the femmes that be the mask, honestly.
No, honestly,
they be running this shit.
Sometimes, yeah. And it's not just about sex. It's about the relationship in general.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't just be, I mean, well, I don't know. It depends. I feel like there are certain areas in my relationships where I like to just receive. And I don't like to give anything. See? But not with, like, you know, doing the do. But I don't know, I feel like
it's all entangled.
It's all entangled. And it's like, who wrote these rules?
Yeah. Like studs with their bras and stuff. Studs can't wear girly stuff. They can't wear makeup. They can't wear the lace frontals, tracks, just different things. Especially when they wear makeup. Like, they'll wear makeup and have a lineup at the same time, and they'll be like, are they confused? Stuff like that. Still, it's not only like stems dressing feminine one day, then dressing masc the other day. Like it's just all this other type of stuff, and then you got stud for studs. Studs can't date no studs.
Oh Lord, let's talk about that. How
Yeah.
you feel about that?
I would date a stud.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're like really feminine.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna find you a stud today.
Nah.
What's your type?
It ain't like that. It ain't like that. Cause as far as like taking it down to the aisle, I don't think I could do it with a stud.
Okay.
I
So-
need that girly girl nail strap.
The click clack.
Strap around.
Wait, so when you say you would date a stud, you mean like you would go on a date with one?
Yeah.
And that's it?
If they cute.
Okay. Noted. When we go out later, I'm gonna find you somebody. I'm gonna be like, stud for stud. Okay, so would you consider yourself a stud?
I guess.
Mm.
I just choose to say stud just because, you know, 'cause that's what makes it easier for everybody else to get the gist of it.
I really hate them labels because, like, when I don't even like to say I like studs or I I want a stud or I don't know. I just want a woman.
Yeah, but when you say I want a stud, if you say you want a woman, then if I go out there and get you a feminine woman and you like, nah, I want one that wear boy clothes. I want one that looks nice.
I fuck with the feminine woman though.
Okay.
But I can't do too feminine because I'm not even that feminine. I couldn't do anybody that was more feminine than me.
Okay, that makes sense. I want an aggressive femme, please. But aggressive femmes is just like with them you can get everything. Like I feel like with an aggressive femme you can explore a lot of your options, especially in the bedroom, if you open to. And that's the thing. Studs can't be really that open like that. They just expect it to be so macho.
And it's like, girl,
Yeah,
you know you wanna. I can't say all that, too, but you know you wanna.
Studs can't take strap, y'all. How about that? How y'all feel about that? Would you ever strap a stud? Did.
I always said no because I feel like I'm just too short. But the talk we had the other day, it don't matter, you know. But I always felt like I was just too short, and I feel like if you're gonna be the giver, you gotta be the more like the bigger one.
No.
But and then I also said that I feel like I'm just too goofy to do that. Like I feel like I'll be like this with the strap.
I mean, you can be goofy with it, but I mean, like I said, that comfortability. That's really how y'all gonna get y'all studs to let y'all strap them. Y'all gotta make them comfortable and make them feel like they sexy, like you want to do this, not just cause it's a token at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like a check off box list.
It's like a fetish or like a kink.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I think I would now because I don't know. I feel like I would have to be dating them like heavy. Like we would have to be in a committed monogamous relationship, be together for years type shit. If it was just a one-time thing, I don't know if I could do that. Like, but then again, maybe I could. Look, never say never. Just don't laugh. That would be my only request. Don't laugh at me because I feel like that's like a big thing for a femme. Well, I mean, I'm not an aggressive femme. Maybe a little bit, but I'm not a dominant femme. So that would be like a big milestone in my life.
Yeah, because that's what you gotta want to do. That's the thing. It's the hunger for it. You gotta have that bloodlust. The bloodlust. You gotta have it.
You gotta surround yourself with people that want the same things as you. Get you a bunch of other dominant femme friends. Then you'll get there.
They'll teach you something.
I don't know, but I don't have that urge of like wanting to demasculate. Is that the word? Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
We know.
Yeah, I don't have that urge to do that to studs or masked women. And I don't understand why a lot of femmes have that.
Because it's not, because again, the rule book, the stud rule book,
All
you can't
going
take
back
the
to-
strap.
That's gonna be the name of this video.
What?
The stud rule book.
Yeah, stud rule book, y'all.
How to be a stud 101.
And then can't show no emotion. Gotta act like a nigga. Like, first of all, no, you don't have to. A lot of the times, these films like feminine studs. And then that's again with the bisexual women that studs deal with. They used to dealing with men, but at the same time, when they date a stud or something like that, some of them are looking for a masculine stud, and the other ones, they looking for some feminine energy from their stud. And then like they like films. Some of these fine ass females only like films. They don't like studs. For them to even say, when they say they don't date studs, or they don't like studs, or they don't take studs serious, it breaks my heart. Because it's like, baby,
I just look like this.
we all women when you take the clothes off. The labels is just a physical label. Stud is because I dress masculine. Femme, because she dress feminine. STEM can do both, switch it up.
I'm gonna become a STEM.
Alright, go ahead.
You support that?
Yeah,
Thank you.
100%.
I'm gonna wear something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna lock my hair up.
She ain't gonna like hell.
I ain't gonna do
She'll probably
that.
get faux locks before that.
Even faux locks are like a lot. It's so hard to put them in. Anyway, we getting off topic, but yeah. But you know, there's probably a lot of people that are like, oh, like here they go again, like with the whole we're all women at the end of the day thing, you know, because a lot of women are hella masculine. And then they get upset when we have conversations like this because it's trying to demasculate them, if that makes sense.
Well, first of all, they would have to understand the characteristics of masculine and feminine energy. Women who are go-getters, who are boss-like, that's masculine energy because they in their energy of, you know, going after what they want. That's masculine energy. Feminine energy is just sitting pretty and receiving. Masculinity is giving, you know, like getting it done.
So it's really not even about toughness, how you dress, or because if that's the case, then I probably have a lot more masculine energy than feminine, because I never just sit pretty. I feel like I'm always doing something, always working towards something, always trying to be a boss, you know, and I provide for my son. I never really receive, and it's hard for me to receive. So it really has nothing to do with how you walk, how deep your voice is, because you know a lot of studs or dykes, they try to talk with some
voice, man.
and it's like, girl, your real name is Samantha. Like, relax.
Right.
Priscilla, pipe down, you know? But continue what you were saying about the definitions of like masculine and feminine energy.
Okay, feminine energy. You sit and receive. You know, you practice that natural instincts. I feel like you fall into it with your feminine energy. You gotta get in touch with that. It's about a balance. You know,
Like nurturing and stuff too.
it doesn't matter if you're male, female, non-binary, binary, whatever it is. It don't matter. That don't matter. We all possess masculine and feminine energy. It's just which energy are you most comfortable in. When it comes to clothing, I'm most comfortable in my masculine energy, and that's why I sit and I stay in my lane. Okay? Yes, I could switch it up if I wanted to. Don't get twisted. I could. But I'm comfortable like this. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to judge us off of how we dress, Cause I know they look at studs and be looking at us funny. Like they ain't like they look at studs like we some exotic human breed.
Yeah.
So
But especially like the straight community, they view studs, dykes, masculine, whatever, as you want to be a boy.
facts. And that's not the case. That is far from the truth.
Yeah. I was dating this girl, and Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry to tell you business, but my dad was like, you know, such and such, the girl I was dating, he was like, you know, such and such wants to be a boy, right? He would see somebody like you and be like, oh, she want to be a nigga. And he said that, and I'm like, how? Because she was very, like, super, more feminine than me. She just happened to dress like this.
Right.
You know? And I feel like straight people have a lot of these assumptions or like just like preconceived ideas in their head of what goes down in the gay community, and they don't even know how tricky it all is and how much all of this is just intertangled, and then each person is different. And I feel like with man and woman, like the hetero norm, straight relationships, it's just like, okay, I'm the man, I provide, you know, I'm the protector and all that shit. I'm the woman, I'm feminine, I nurture, or whatever the fuck. And that's just how they do. But I feel like in the gay community, you could see somebody, like I could see you and be like, oh, she's fine, but I wouldn't even know if me and the person would be a good match, because I gotta make sure that they're not too feminine on the inside for me, or like that they're not a touch me not, or like all them boundaries. Then you gotta figure out if they're non-binary or what their pronouns are. Like there's so much. It doesn't just always fit.
You can't judge a book by its cover, y'all.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you something, but I forgot. What?
Oh, I was just saying, like, for everything, like, it's inclusive. So everything, this whole earthly experience with people, like the heterosexual people, they got their whole world. We got our own world. Just like this is Pride Weekend, we in our own world. When we go out, we thinking pride, gay people. We not thinking nothing straight. This is our world, and everything is entangled. This is our universe. That's their universe. It's all intermingled into each other.
Oh, for real.
And when it comes to masculine and feminine, you know, energy and traits, characteristics, whatever, I think all of the universes and worlds actually fall under that one umbrella. But we just all have that one reference point of what masculinity is and what feminine energy is.
Yeah. And it's like, it's a lot that I wouldn't even realize that goes down in the straight community, or even the gay boy community, because it's a whole different world to me. I'll be learning like, oh, straights do that, or like that's a thing. Like how gay boys, they have their own words for stuff, like how we say touch me not. Is that just in the lesbian world? Do guys say that too? I don't think guys are touch me nots. I couldn't imagine a touch me not guy. You think that
They probably got
it's just like bottom, top,
bottom, deal, trade.
Yeah, they got all these words. See, I wouldn't even. I mean, I know a few, but everybody is in their own world. And then within the worlds, there's other worlds and different like subcategories, and it's a lot to keep up with.
That's why we are all one consciousness.
So what's your type as far as like energy and like on the spectrum of femininity or masculinity? And then also, what's your type with, like, oh, you already said aggressive femmes. Describe that. What's an aggressive femme?
Aggressive femmes, like, they ain't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna have a hard time getting them to do anything in the bedroom because they gonna want to do it to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to be dominant, but at the same time, like, they can submit too. Because I need somebody that can submit.
So that's the femme part.
Yeah. But they can be aggressive. Like, an aggressive femme will also approach a stud. Femmes that be girly and soft, they ain't gonna approach no stud. They want the stud to come to them.
That's me.
An aggressive femme is gonna go after what she wants. Aggressive.
So outside of the bedroom, what does that look like as far as, like, say you're with a girl, she's an aggressive femme. Y'all been together for a year, y'all live together or whatever. What does that look like as far as, like, responsibilities? Who does what in the house? Because, you know, that's a whole nother rule book for, like, who's supposed to do what in a household.
Well, it just feels more like 50-50 on this one. For everything. You do this, I do this. Because I'll cook, she'll cook sometimes. It just flows. It's really just balanced.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all will go half on the rent.
Yeah. But if I can pay it all, then she gotta do it.
Excuse me.
And she would do it vice versa.
Okay. See, I feel like that's where my feminine energy kicks in because I don't want to touch no bills, no nothing.
Me either. I'll be a stud wife. Shoot.
Not a house stud.
Yes. I sit at home with make my candle business, and
You got a candle business?
no.
Oh,
You know how they be finding hobbies when they get
No, for real.
I find me some. I go out golfing and stuff. With my other stud, it'll be
Other house
housewives,
real house studs.
yeah,
Real house studs.
of Atlanta.
Yeah. No, see, yeah, I don't want to pay. I mean, I take care of myself. I've been single for years now, and I do that, and I have no problem with doing that. But I feel like if I'm in a committed relationship and we live together, I never lived with a girl before. But if I did, I don't want to touch their bills. I'll do anything else though. I'll cook, clean. I will buy all. You know what they say? What's the saying? You give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. I could make it a home. What you gonna do? Can you cook?
Yes.
What you be cooking?
I be cooking a lot of stuff. I watch Food
She
Network
cook rice.
faithfully. I watch Food Network faithfully and be learning. I be trying new stuff.
I feel like I could do that. But like, I wouldn't be at home with my candle business. I feel like I would be still working.
I want to still be working. I be following my dreams, honestly. If my bills are paid, I ain't got else to do. I be planning trips for us. Run her bath water, massage her feet at night. I'll wake her up. I'll be her alarm clock. I'll get up before she do. Have breakfast ready. We want some coffee, whatever.
Clothes laid out, ironed.
Everything. You ain't got to touch nothing. It's time for you to go. I'm opening the door. You ain't even got to touch the door. I'm opening it. I'm taking you to work. I'm your chauffeur. Everything.
You put her jacket on for her.
Yup.
Open
Everything.
doors.
Everything. You like M&M's? Okay, what kind of M&M's you want?
You want me to take the blue ones out?
Exactly.
No, for real. I'll do that. But I would still work personally because I don't know. I feel like that's where the masculine energy kicks in. I like to work and I like to bring in money.
Yeah.
But I want to spend it.
I will follow my dreams.
I know that's right.
I'll be doing art all day. I'll be the artist wife for the most part. That's why I would be at home because I'd be an artist. from my heart.
And you know what? I feel like this is why a lot of lesbian relationships don't always work, because a lot of people just go into it like, oh, you're cute, but they don't have these talks about like, okay, what would my role be? What would your role be? Or is there even roles? Do we just let it flow? Are we fluid in that? Are we, like, how would it work realistically?
For me, I let it flow. I let them be who they are, because it's like, if I'm showing interest in you, that means I'm trying to learn you, get to know you, and I'm doing all of this because I'm trying to be able to fall in love with the person that you are and not try to change you. So that's why I let people do what they want, because they're gonna show you,
So
time and effort.
So what if you come across a girl that you really like and she's like the same as you? Like, she wants to be the more feminine one, or like she wants you to pay all the bills, or I don't know, like she wants you to be the nigga, I guess. For lack of better words. There's better words that I'm lacking them. There's way better words. But answer.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't be able to really give it that time of day like that, because it's like we already don't agree on that. I need you to be able to have companionship and partnership. I feel like two heads is better than one. If you got one person trying to pay all these bills, what if something happened, and I lose all my money, something like that?
Right, then they gonna leave.
Exactly.
Cause I wouldn't do that.
It's like, we gotta look out for each other.
Yeah.
We gotta look out for each other. And if you're not down for me, then nah,
What are you here for?
Yeah. If I got it like that, like I said, I'm gonna pay for it. You ain't gotta worry about paying nothing. Sit pretty, be my queen. But if not, come on, helping that out. It's hard. Inflation, baby. Inflation.
We in a recession. No, this
Yeah,
recession. These gas prices, the rent, it's looking very much like relationship-y.
But that's why I want somebody that's willing to get the bag of me. You know what I'm saying? On social media, so we can have our own stuff. Cause I like to record and have fun. I don't like working on 9 to 5. Like,
Me neither.
let's get this money.
Yes,
We got dreams. I like girls that got talent. Cause you did ask me what my type is and stuff like that.
Yeah, let the people know so they can come find you.
So like, she need to have a talent. Cause I like the passion. I like to see her work towards her goals and stuff like that. She need to be smart, intelligent. She don't have to have her degree, but at least if she love to read, personal development, and just improve herself. She's spiritual,
Do you have a physical type?
I'm trying to think what the physical. I mean, she's gotta be fine. Like I said, you gotta break my scale, baby.
Yeah.
Break my scale.
I feel like I stopped having a type.
Yeah.
Feminine, stud, masculine, whatever the fuck. I like it all at this point. I don't like the super hard masculine, rah 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 type. I don't like that. Have you ever dealt with a liker?
I don't have no urgency to, but some of them.
She said I don't have no urgency.
But some of them. But I just like brown skin. I like the caramel skin tones. But for the most part, I run into a lot of Hispanic women.
That's your fan base.
But it ain't my fan base. I have a lot of black people that follow me too. I like black women. She at least got to be black and cultured. I like that. Black and cultured. But
Okay.
I do like Afro Latinas.
That's your favorite type.
Yeah, when they be from the islands. Because I just like they know how to dance and move and stuff.
Yeah.
And they not boring.
Right.
And, girls in America try too hard to be too cool, and they just want to twerk.
Okay, so y'all, if you are Afro-Latina, caramel, what else did you say?
If you fine as hell, and you want to go half on the bills, and or be the bread maker and have her as your house stud, hit her line. All right, I'm gonna put all her info in the description, and I'm gonna put it right here too. Okay, anywho, let's wrap it up, because I think overall, all these rules and these hetero norms are like, all these, you gotta act like this if you this. I feel like overall, fuck it all. Fuck it all. For me personally, there's really like women out there that are like, oh, I need my stud to be the man. Like they'll actually refer to their stud or dyke or whatever as they nigga.
Oh, my boyfriend. You've seen that before?
Hell yeah.
I've never seen that one. Wow, really? I would never. I feel like if I wanted a boyfriend, I'd just go get one. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's something to unpack there.
Yeah, but it's femmes that won't even like, that don't even believe in fingering these stuff too. That's crazy shit. Imagine being a femme and not wanting to do that. Because most of the time it be the femme wanting to do it.
That's what I don't get. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna want to do
Y'all crazy.
it all.
Y'all was crazy. Y'all females crazy.
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's a lot of women like that have dealt with women like that don't believe in shit like that. And then I come around and it's like, oh, you got rules? Like,
that's because they be straight. You seen that video that lady who said she wasn't gay, but you know she got white?
No, I did not see that. I don't want to see that.
Make it make sense.
I don't get any. And it's like, if you want a boyfriend but don't want the chances of getting pregnant, just say that. Because what other reason would you have to
orgasm?
That's a good reason.
That is the best reason.
That is the best reason. But it's like, okay, so maybe they be straight for real, but these niggas just ain't doing it right. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a guy come on. I want to have all different types of people on the spectrum. I want a dyke to come on here. I want a gay boy. I want a straight man to come in here. I want to have a gay girl and a straight man talk, and I want to have them or us have a discourse about, so guys, what are y'all not doing? Because y'all having all these straight women trickle into our rainbow community, our rainbow pool, and it's fucking it up for me. Anywho.
Because y'all know studs love them straight women. That's another rule right there. You gotta at least have one straight woman, and you gotta have a baby mama. They got a kid that you didn't physically have.
You like straight women?
Hell no.
Have you dated one?
Hell no.
I'm gonna edit that out. I've never dealt with a straight woman. Anywho, we gotta wrap this up. Fuck all the gender norms. Fuck all the hetero norm shit in the gay community. Fuck all that.
It's pride. It's called be free, baby.
Be who you are.
We out here.
Wait! That ain't even how you do it. You ain't even been here before. Come back. That's not how you do it. Alright. It's pride, y'all. Be who you are. Love who you want. Love how you want. Be who you are. Okay? Whether that's you on the super femme side, masculine side. And this whole video was no shade to like all the like super or like hyper masculine women or like the super feminine women. No shade to y'all, we just different, and I would love to have somebody come on and talk about that too. But for now, it's fuck all that shit. It's Pride Month. We finna go to Pride. We finna have fun. We gotta go, y'all. So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna see y'all on the next episode. Don't forget to follow Ja. Follow her on TikTok, Instagram. You got a Twitter?
All got the same handles for everything. Same handles.
Everything gonna be right here or in the description. Alright, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Turn on them post notifications. And follow me on social media. And last but not least, don't forget to stay up and get your cake up. Alright? I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye! Oh, you wanna do it? Bye!
Let me like